the challenges of any precision department over the years has been accountability and profitability. The accountability and how we handle that at Van Wall is clear definition of an explanation of goals for each specialist. We limit it to 3 major goals throughout the year. And that can be broken down into steps, but if we limit it to 3, they can stay focused on that. And those are their guiding forces or their guiding roadmap throughout the year. They are, they're billable hours. So that's kind of the service side of things, the services they're providing for a grower out there, keeping their stuff either up to date or going, fixing things in the field. The second one is equipment sales, exactly the displays and receivers that they, actually sell to growers. So that's their sales component. And then lastly, we give them an engaged acre goal. That's basically how engaged the grower is on the precision technology. And those are the 3 goals that we can actually measure. We can get actual numbers, run reports to see and track progress. And on the billable hour side, that's an accountability measure. If you think about it, the more hours that a grower, a specialist bills out to a grower, you can tell that they're busy, they're working. Lower, we may have to ask what's going on there. Is it a specialist who's new to the business and is learning how it works? Equipment sales, same type of thing. Someone who's been around a while, has the skills to work with growers and identify solutions that they need. Engaged acres the same way, how to articulate the value of the John Deere solution. So those we work on, and everybody's aware of them. With the territory as large as Van Wall's, we have, it's upwards of 200 plus miles from one side to the other now through being, growing. As a single manager of that department, you can't be at every location all the time. So our specialists work very closely with their location managers on the accountability side. The first person that a customer is going to contact if things are not getting taken care of in a timely manner, or they're not getting issues addressed in a timely manner, is going to be their salesman at that location, which then will go to the location manager. So in that sense, the day-to-day accountability is being handled at the location level. Where I come into play is evaluating those numbers on a regular basis. Try to do it quarterly, but we really focus on them hard twice a year. And then I visit with each individual specialist, and we go over them. We keep them up to date, like I said, on a regular basis. The financial side of it, that's really a struggle, because the way we have our precision department structured at Van Wall is we have a high number of specialists on staff. With 12 specialists spread over 25 locations, that's a lot of overhead. So we have to figure out how to financially cover those expenses. And the major sources of revenue for our precision department are billable hours, our crop insurance revenue, and then our agronomy services revenue. Those are our primary sources of revenue. So when you think about it, chances are that may not cover 100% of our expenses. And what we do is when we're analyzing the financial profitability of our department, we take those revenue streams, take those into account. Hopefully we hit our goals on those. But then we also think about the items or the actions that specialist does that doesn't show up on a balance sheet, the ones that we can't measure. Sitting down with a salesman, with a customer, going through a deal to make sure that all the precision needs are covered, so there's no surprises after the sale. We don't want to have to go back to the customer and go, you bought this new piece of equipment, but you have to upgrade all your technology. That's something that needs to be talked about up front. That's something that can't be measured. That time spent with that salesman, time spent explaining something to a technician, how it works out in the department or out in the service department. Also at the parts department, helping find some of these precision parts. Sometimes they're hidden in the parts catalog, or where to go look for it, or explain how they work. That's time that technically can't be charged out. It's not measured. Also data management, that's something that we really work, if we're just explaining it to the grower and educating them, that's on the sales side, sitting down explaining how data management works, how John Deere's suite of online tools work. That's something that can't be charged out. It's more of it's a sales side of things. So we have to take that into account when we're analyzing the profitability of the department. But the number one thing is we're accountable to our customers in the end, making sure that they're taken care of, and they see the value in having that specialist at that location, because we don't want them to not see the value and not have that specialist at that location. Because we at Van Wall, we feel that having that dedicated person that covers 1 or 2 stores is an asset to our customers, so we can keep them up and going, and they think of Van Wall as that clear first choice, not just on the equipment sales, but on the precision side and on the parts side and on the service side. So that's our profitability and accountability strategy, something that we work on every year, all year long. Are we there yet? We're getting closer to having that model completed, but it's something that we're always massaging and refining and trying to figure out the best way to go about it and keep our customers up and going.